tool I want to examine today is Pear Deck. That is, pear is in the fruit, P-E-A-R, Deck. It is an app that you can add on to Google Slides. I believe it works with some other apps as well, but I have used it most often with Google Slides and find it pretty intuitive to use. Pear Deck allows you to create Google Slide documents that students can interact with. So, for instance, on this first slide, I have added a YouTube video. I'll show you just in a bit what that looks like. On this second slide, they then see a clip, or one screenshot from that video, and are asked to drag a map pin icon to the region that you think most benefited from the growth of medieval trade routes. This is the opening lesson for my Renaissance unit, so they can understand why the Renaissance grew up here in Italy. The video shows the growth of these trade routes all centered around here in Northern Europe, these key cities of Milan, Venice, Genoa, and Florence. And so they will drag this little icon here. But throughout, they have different options. Pear Deck allows you to add text questions. So for instance, on this, they are going to write a response. We'll give you a question, and they got to type in a response. You can add multiple choice questions, a number where they have to put some number in, website, which is what I did on the first slide, to embed a video. Or the draggable, which is how I drag the thing on. I don't have any draw, but you can also put slides you can draw on, as well as on other slides where you don't ask students a question, such as this one, you can add audio, which will have a short, actually just do a minute or so of me talking, explaining the key ideas on the slide. So what this looks like is when you actually click Start Lesson, so it loads this up. I said this is a student-paced activity, so students can do it on their own time. You can make it instructor-paced so that maybe you want to do it all together as a class, and you as the instructor controls when you go to the next slide. So once you get it started, you can either share it directly to Google Classroom, which is really handy for me. My school uses Google Classroom, so I can share it right to there. Or I can copy the join link, copy that, and see copy that link to Google Classroom so the teachers, so all the students can see it. But then what I see is this kind of teacher basically chart. I can see students as they begin to join, and me listed as the teacher. And here is, let's see, I wanted to show what students see, which is, let's see, how do I actually get to start lesson, student paste? But I don't want to go to the teacher. I want to show you what students actually see when it loads. Got it. Exit out. Don't go to the teacher. Dashboard they will have the information and then some. So perhaps if I instead copy the link and open it up, ask how you're feeling today, so it's quite nice. But then here is the embedded, shows the little slide I made with the video next to it. Here is the as medieval trade routes expand throughout the Middle Ages. They go to the next slide where they will drag the map pin to where they go. Hopefully they get that it should be there in Northern Italy. Questions that they can answer here. What major cities do you find? Hopefully they say Milan and Venice and Florence and so on. They can put in their answers and go through all the slides at their own pace, getting some of the material, answering questions on certain or on these, clicking the little headphones so they can listen to the answers. Pear Deck gives an opportunity for students to learn at their own pace, and an easy way for me on the other side, once all of the assignments are brought in, a very easy way to see all of the responses that students have given, so it makes it very easy for me to grade. So this app is called Pear Deck. It is in addition to Google Slides, but also other slides, and I highly recommend it. This is Pear Deck.